Hi! I am using a painting knife to hold my mic. Don't judge me, this is a creative production, also a low budget production, but also a creative one. And I'm here. What were we gonna talk about today? Okay, I remember. You were made for more. Okay, let's start from there. You were made for more. Oh my god, I could talk about this for hours, but I'm gonna keep it short because I need to get this out because you know, went through something yesterday, and I realized this, and I want the whole world to realize with me because I'm just a girl. Let me give you the scenario that I'm in right now. Yesterday, I left a place that I was working at for a little bit less than a year. A little bit less than a year. So, I was there for their social media and stuff. I don't need to give specifics at all. But just in a nutshell, I left because me personally, it started to conflict with my religion and my deen and my beliefs in general. And I was just saying to myself, it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. And by the way, this isn't like religion oriented or religion specific. I want this to be actually for anyone and everyone who just really believes that they were made for more, you know. And I left because I had that idea of I was trapping myself in this place when I was made for so much more than working at this place that I sometimes don't agree with the actions that I take there, you know. And so, you know, it made me think that we weren't made for just social media like I'm doing right now, like posting on social media. And we weren't made for social media from the aspect of scrolling either, scrolling 24/7. I don't think we were even supposed to have scrolling at this age, but we do. And so here we are, you know. And we weren't made for school, by the way. It's just a tool that we use later in our lives to get money. And so, by that idea, we weren't made for our jobs either, because that's how we get our livelihood. We were made for something that you can't put into one word, you know? And personally, religion wise, like I can sum it up, but to a non Muslim person, it wouldn't make sense, you know? Like me, if I were to sum it up, I'd say that I was made to worship Allah. And to a non Muslim, they'd be like, that's okay, that's weird. But it's just, this is me saying it from human being to human being. We were made for something that surpasses the sky, you know? And I think if I were to make an analogy of what it was like leaving the thing that I was in for so long yesterday, is that I was in a small room. And thank God I'm not claustrophobic, otherwise, I would have died in less than an hour. But I was in a small room, and there was this door. But this door required a key that I didn't have. And that it's not that I didn't have, it's that I didn't bother searching for. Like, this key exists, and it existed the entire time. It was just like, I was in my comfort zone, and it's like, finding this key would require me to just, you know, like, set my priorities straight, and that's a lot of work. Like, that's time consuming and energy consuming. It's just, it would be safer to be where I am right now, just to do what I'm doing. And so I stayed in this room for so long, and I know every corner of this room. I know this room like I know the back of my hand because of how small it is. And I've sat in every corner and every angle of this room. And so this room was getting burdensome at some point. It's like this room is like, I'm not claustrophobic, but I think I'm starting to get claustrophobic, because of this room. And so yesterday, when I left, and this act of leaving, it might not even require leaving in your aspect, but this act that can be life changing, can be life altering, no matter how small it is, by the way. But it's like a change, and it definitely takes you out of your comfort zone. This action gives you the key. And yesterday when I left, I got the key. And I opened the door and I see this long hallway. I literally made all of this up, but I feel like it really perfectly sums up what I think I'm going through. And I see this really, really, really long hallway. It's not that long, okay, but it's a hallway. And this hallway, what I think it is what takes me from point A to point B. Point A is where I was working at this place, and point B is what I could be. What potential there is for me in this life. And there's so much, it's like insurmountable, you know? And so walking down this hallway, I step, and then I go to this massive room. It's not even a room, it's the sky. It's not even, because compared to where I was in that tiny room, this feels like the sky that is limitless and boundless, and there are no ends to the things that I can do. You know, and I think back to the tiny room that I locked myself into, and I think, why did I do that to myself? Because I willingly put myself into that room. No one forced me in that room. No one said, you have to stay in this room. It was my doing. It was my choice. And so I'm not the victim in this, scenario. I'm the one who placed myself in that room. I'm the one who could get myself out of this room. And so I took myself out of this room. And it just feels like I should have taken myself out of that room a long time ago. And I didn't, but that's okay. But I did now, you know? And right now I'm in the sky. And there's no end to the things that I can do. And I was made for so much more. And I can do so much more with this fresh new time and energy and, the time that I have alone to cultivate and create and make and blossom and grow and learn. It's just like, to sum it up into words, what you were made for is not possible, because you were made for so much more, And yeah, so that was my realization. I hope that makes sense. I just wanted to let the world know, because I let the world know everything at this point. I'm getting my teeth checked on the 25th, if that concerns anybody. We'll see. But yeah, okay. Have a good day, and I'll see you maybe in the next episode. Bye bye.